ॐ ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
ॐ सहना भवतु।
सहना भवतु।
सहनौ भुनक्तु।
सहनौ भुनक्तु।
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै।
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्।
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्।
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः।
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः।
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः।
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः।
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः।
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति योगिनः।
यस्यान्तन्न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः।
यस्यान्तर्विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः।
नमः।
अमानित्वमदम्भित्वम्
अमानित्वमदम्भित्वम्
दम्भित्वम्
अहिंसा क्षान्तिरार्जवम्
अहिंसा क्षान्तिरार्जवम्
आचार्योपासनं शौचम्
आचार्योपासनं शौचम्
धैर्यमात्मविनिग्रहः
स्थैर्यमात्मविनिग्रहः
इन्द्रियार्थेषु वैराग्यम्
इन्द्रियार्थेषु वैराग्यम्
अनहङ्कार एव च
अनहङ्कार एव च
जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि दुःखदोषानुदर्शनम्
जन्म मृत्युजरा व्याधि दोषानुदर्शनम्
दर्शनम्
असक्तिरनभिष्वङ्गः
असक्तिरनभिस्वङ्गः
पुत्रदारगृहादिषु
पुत्रदारगृहादिषु
नित्यं च समचित्तत्वम्
नित्यं च समचित्तत्वम्
इष्टानिष्टोपपत्तिषु
इष्टानिष्टोपपत्तिषु
मयि चानन्ययोगेन
मयि चानन्ययोगेन
योगेन
भक्तिरव्यभिचारिणी
भक्तिरव्यभिचारिणी
विविक्तदेशसेवित्वम्
विविक्तदेशसेवित्वम्
अरतिर्जनसंसदि
अरतिर्जनसंसदि
सदी
अध्यात्मज्ञाननित्यत्वम्
अध्यात्मज्ञाननित्यत्वम्
तत्त्वज्ञानार्थदर्शनम्
तत्त्वज्ञानार्थदर्शनम्
दर्शनम्
एतज्ज्ञानमिति प्रोक्तम्
एतज्ज्ञानमिति प्रोक्तम्
अज्ञानै यदतोऽन्यथा
अज्ञानयततोऽन्यथा
6 names or 6 questions Arjuna has asked to Lord Krishna. Purusha Prakruti, Kshetra Kshetragna, Nanam Gneyam. So among Kshetra Kshetragna, Bhagavan has described to Arjuna. Now Bhagavan is discussing what is Gnanam and what is Gneyam. The meaning of Gneyam means to be known. What is to be known? And generally Gnanam we think is a knowledge. But here Bhagavan says the meaning of Jnanam is the means of knowledge. So in last, every time we are chanting, Etat Gnanam iti Proktam. This is called Gnanam. Etat Gnanam iti Proktam. Agnanam Yadatonyat. So these values are means of knowledge. So imbibing in these values, a person can get the knowledge. That's why Bhagavan has called as a Gnana. And among these, we have seen 2 verses. Amanitvam Adambitvam. The meaning we have seen, Manitvam is a concept. Amanitvam, who doesn't expect any respect. Adambhitvam, dambha means pretendence. Adambhitvam, who never pretend. Adambhitvam, ahimsa, unhurting. We should not hurt anyone. Kshantihi, the meaning of kshantihi we have seen, accommodating. A person can accommodate the person as person he is or she is. Arjavam, alignment between thought, between words and our action. It's called Arjavam. Acharya Upasana, to serve our teacher, but Upasana means whatever Upadesha is given by teacher, we have to follow. That whatever advice or Upadesha, it is called Upasana. Shaucham is cleanliness inside and outside, externally, internally. So our external part also, everything surrounding us should be clean, body should be clean, and our mind, thoughts should be clean. Sthairyam, steadfastness, whatever we have decided, until we complete, we pursue. It's called Sthairyam. Atma Vinigraha. Atma, we can take as a mind. One who is the master of one's mind. Atma Vinigraha. Indriyartheshu Vairagyam. One who has developed Vairagyam, dispassion towards the sense object. Indriyartheshu. So, what are the objects available in front of us? One should have some dispassion. Anahankara. Ahankaraha, consider oneself as I am something. Anahankara. Really speaking, ahankara, to consider oneself is a body-mind sense complex. Anahankara, one who thinks this is instrument has been given. Anahankara. And dukkha doshanudarshanam. Anudarshanam means clearly seen. We have clearly understanding or seeing dosha, the defects, in which different type of pain, in which type of pain we have to face in whole the life. Bhagavan has given just janma, mrityu, jara, vyadi. We have gone through a pain like birth, death, old age, and different type of disease. One who keep on seeing there are the defects in the pain. Now we are in this asaktihi anabhishvangaha putradara gruhadishu nityatvam samachittatvam ishta anishta upapattishu. Asaktihi. Saktihi we can call as an attachment. Asaktihi, one, a person who is not attached. Asaktihi, a person who is not attached. It is called asaktihi. Saktihi. So whenever we say we are attached, Shankaracharya has not given much, but yeah, last time we have seen we are attached to whatever object we are using in our day-to-day life. Whatever property we have, whatever money we have, all thing is a sakti, means Puja Swami has used as a ownership. We have sense of ownership. Maybe property, maybe money, some car, whatever we have. It is a ownership. And whenever we have sense of ownership, we always compare ourselves with others. If we have here 4 acre land, and if we see another person has 10 acre, then this 4 acre ownership, again we start to have some jealousy. Everything, if we have 2 cars, 3 cars, but another's car is more expensive than more, then again problem. So more and more we have a sense of ownership, more and more we are insecure, because Other than us, there are lots of things. They have more ownership compared to us. That's why Bhagavan says one should not attach with whatever objects are given to us. These objects gives the comfort, but we should not consider ourselves as we are the owner. It's called attachment. Sakti, attachment. And another word Bhagavan has used, we have seen last time, Abhishwangaha. Actually, Sangaha. Our word is Sangaha. But Abhi, when Abhi comes, this Sa becomes Shvangaha. One is over-attached. Over-attached where Bhagavan has given the list. Putra means children. Maybe daughter or son, anything. Dar means wife. Gruha means our home. Adi. Shankaracharya has given servant also. So we are very attached to this, our own people. And what is wrong to over-attach? Abhishwangaha is over-attached. And what is the wrong? The Shankaracharya has given, generally people think, if my loved one are happy, then I am happy. If my loved one are not happy, then I am not happy. So our happiness is depend on of this person. And it doesn't mean all the person or all the people are same all the time. They have all moods, ups and downs. Maybe some may come early, some may go early. So we don't know what will come early, what will go early. Everything is unpredictable. And if we are over-attached, then it's the chances of depression. So actually, Abhishwangaha, I can say, is emotionally dependence. And more we are emotionally dependent, the crisis of panic, crisis of considering oneself insecure will more and more. That's why Bhagavan says you should have attached. One word Pujya Swami has used, love and care. We have love for everyone. We should have care for everyone, but we should not over-attach. There is a very fine line between love and care and over-attach. We think we have love and care, but generally we are over-attached. And how can we know love and care and over-attach difference? Last time also I have told, when we love someone, so we always think in whichever manner to whom I love, that person should be happy. In my presence also that person is happy, is fine. Without my presence also that person is happy, it's fine. This is called love. And the best examples are gopis. All gopi, they have too much love for Krishna, but they never go to even Dwarika to meet Krishna. And same thing, care also. Over-attachment means we think what will happen without this person in my life. This is called emotionally dependence. Bhagavan says that one should not have. You should have love, you should attach, but more attachment is dangerous. Last time we have seen in detail, and Bhagavan says, Samachittatvam Nityam. Always, Nityam is not one time job, but Samachittatvam Nityam, equanimous of mind, all the time, whenever we have to face desirable, undesirable condition. All focus is nothing but to keep our mind at composed, nothing else. Because in Shanta Manasi, when mind is Shantaha, composed, then only Gnanam will take place. That's why all details Bhagavan is given to keep our mind at compose. So Nitya Samachittatva. We have seen all this. Now what Shankaracharya ji has told in this Bhashyam we have to see now. asaktihi. So always Shankaraji's style is asaktihi. First, he will describe what is saktihi. So he says saktihi means sanga nimitteshu vishayeshu priti matram. When we have attached, we loved the object, and whatever object, sanga nimitteshu, because of the presence of this object, we have some sense of ownership, is called sakti, attachment. People are very happy in generally before, I think, 70 or 50 years, only fan considering as a luxury. After some time, air cooler considered as a luxury. Now, air condition, without air condition, how can I survive? This is called sakti. Sanganimitteshu vishayeshu priti. Nowadays, all kids, teenagers, they cannot live without AC. Because all the time, 24 hours, they are in air condition only. If they come somewhere, there is no AC, then say, how can I live here? I should go. This is called sakti. Without this, I cannot survive. Tad abhava, the absence of this is called asakti. This I have given only one vishaya, one air condition. But it doesn't mean only air condition. There are many objects are available in our life, car, anything. We have a sense of ownership. If something has gone wrong, our mind is disturbed. That's why Bhagavan says, with reference to this all subject, Vishayeshu is called Vishaya Saptami. With reference to this all object, we should not have attachment. Sankanipinteshu priti matram tad abhavaha is called asakti. Then again Abhishwangaha. So Abhishwangaha, Shankaracharya has given Abhishwanga abhava, the absence of our attachment. Then again we have to think, what is the Abhishwanga? So Shankaracharya has described Abhishwanga nama sakti vishesha eva ananya atma bhava bhavana lakshana. Sakti vishesha is more attachment. Vishesha, we are more attached. Eva, indeed, ananya atma. Generally, people think our children is my image. Generally, people think Ananya Atma Bhav. I cannot consider myself separate from my family. Maybe wife, maybe son, maybe girl or daughter. This is Ananya Atma Bhavana. I cannot separate from this. This is called Abhishwanga. Nowadays, here in India, generally, our children never live with their parents. Then even more Abhishwangaha, then it gives pain. Same way, even wife means a spouse. Spouse may be, sometime, we have over attached. Some may have to go early, some have to go later. We don't know what will happen in next moment. And we are totally dependent on spouse. And sometimes person thinks another person is breaching my, trust. Then it creates the havoc and person cannot stay. It is better we have everybody, we should have love, we should have care, but we should not emotionally dependent to anyone. Sakti Visheshaha means Ananya. I am not separate from them. This is called Ananya. Atma Bhava. In picture, it is a fantasy. Everything is fantasy, but in realization, Ananya Atma Bhav gives the pain, emotional pain. It is not physical, and more painful is emotional pain. So better one should remain alert through mentally. Anything can happen anytime. I should not disturb. And Shankaracharya explain more. What is Abhishwanga? And then he says, Yatha, just as Anyasmin Sukhini Dukhini. If somebody is Sukhini means in happiness, Aham eva Sukhi. If somebody is happy, I am happy. Anyasmin Dukhini. If somebody in our family member are in pain, Aham Dukhi. I am also Dukhi. And Jivati Murteva. If that person is living, then only Aham Jivami. I will survive. Mruteva. If that person will die, Marishyam. I will die. It is very nice having read everything, but it is very difficult in our normal life. It is better. We should respect, we have care, we have love for everyone, but at the same time, we should be emotionally independent. We should not think like this, what will happen if my son will go? What will happen? My husband is not trustworthy. Nothing. Everything in Bhagavan's Srishti, we don't know. Some lessons Bhagavan is giving to make our more mature. We don't know. In that way, we have to take. And with whom we are more Abhishwanga Kva, where the meaning of Kva means where we are Abhishwanga iti aha. That Bhagavan has given the answer. Putra, Dara, Gruha, Adishu. So Putreshu, among our children, we are more attached. Dareshu means wife, with reference to wife, means with reference to spouse. We are more attached. Gruheshu, with reference to our own home, we are more attached. Adi Grahanat, Bhagavan has used etc. etc. Adi Grahanat, we can take as Anyeshu Api. Whatever we consider, they are very dear and near one. These all are called Anyeshu. Anyeshu Api Atyanta Ishteshu, which is very desirable. Atyanta means very, Ishteshu, very desirable. And who are they? This is Dasavargadishu. These all servants. Even people are more attached. It is not more attached, but we are totally physically dependent. All servant has to do, if servant say, I won't come for a week, then we will start thinking what will happen to me without servant. This is called Dasavarg. Even the group of all servant, we are over attached. Tat Ubayam cha. Tat Ubayam means Asakti and Anabhishwanga, both are Gnana Arthatvat. It is the means of knowledge. These both are called Gnanam Uchyate. So Asaktihi is also called Gnanam and Abhishwangaha is also called Gnana because Gnana Arthatvat. Whenever Tvat comes, no? Because, the meaning of because of this is Tvat. It's typical type of Shankaracharya, Tvat. Gnana Arthatvat. Because it is helpful for knowledge, indirectly both are called Gnana. Over attachment or sense of ownership. Nityatvam samachittatvam. Nityam, all the time, always. Samachittatvam, equanimous of mind, the sameness of mind. So Shankaracharya is described Tulya Chittata. Tulya means same, Chittata. The disposition of our mind should same. Again he has asked Kva. Kva means where our mind should be the same. Kva means where. So Shankaracharya is given, Bhagavan is given Ishta, Anishta, Upapattishu. Upapattishu means whatever we have to receive, sometime desirable, sometime undesirable. So whatever situation happens, our mind should be balanced. There is a one story of Lord Buddha. One mother has gone to Lord Buddha and she says to Lord Buddha, I know you have some power. Because of your power, my son just now has gone, is dead. Please bless me so I can have my son again, live. Bless me, my son, so my son can be live. Buddha Bhagavan says, yes, I will do. But you do one thing. You go for bhiksha in your village and take a bhiksha for me. She says, okay, I will take bhiksha for you if my son becomes live. Then he says only one condition. If anybody is given bhiksha to you, you have to ask that family, in your family, I will take bhiksha only if nobody has died. Then only you have to take bhiksha. She says, okay. Then she goes one by one everybody's house. She says, give me the bhiksha for Lord Buddha. They are giving. And when they are just pouring in the bhiksha patra, she asks, I hope there is nobody has gone or died in your family. Everybody says, some and others have gone. Maybe father, maybe mother, maybe son, maybe wife, whatever. And whole day she keep on asking for bhiksha, but everybody says, maybe before 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, somebody has gone. Then she came back with empty hand and she told to Lord Buddha that nobody has given bhiksha because in everybody's house, some and others have gone. Then Lord Buddha says, this is the life. You have to accept. We don't know when person will go when, but this is the life. You have to accept. I cannot survive your son again. His destiny is over. Prarabdha karma is over. You should not cry. You should not shocha. You should not grieve. We should keep our mind ready. They say, what is the meaning of ishta, anishta? So Shankaracharya has split the samasa. Ishtanam, anishtanam cha upapattaya. Whatever comes, maybe ishtanam. Sometime it comes what is we like desirable, anishta, which is not desirable, sampraptaya. Whenever it comes in our life, when we get this sampraptaya, tasu, among all this situation, ishta anishta upapatteshu, nityameva, our mind always, not only one time. That's why Bhagavan has used this word nityam. One time we can keep our mind balanced, but sometimes we can lose our emotions. So nityameva tulya chittata. Our mind should remain the same. Tulya chittata. And again he is given, Shankaracharya, he says, ishta upapattishu na hrishyati. When we have to face some desirable situation, na hrishyati, we should not elated. We should not get elated. We should not be happy too much. Because we know this also pass away. This is very good. There is a one slogan, this also pass away. Everything will come, and if they have come, they have to go. That's why in Gita, I think in 10th, second chapter, Agam apayina anityaha tan titikshasva bharat. Whatever have to come, they have to go. One is arrival, they have a departure. He says, ishta anishta upapattishu na hrushyati and na kupyati. One should not get angry. Anishta upapattishu. Whenever they have to face any undesirable condition, one should not get angry. Because we can't expect unexpected word can happen, everything unexpected. Tatcha etad nitya samachittatvam gnanam. Now Shankaracharya is called everywhere. This is called gnana. If you keep our mind balanced, Nitya Samachitatvam is called Gnana. So our mind remains at peace. I always say our remote control should be with us only. Generally, our remote control with situation, our remote control means the emotion ups and downs, that remote control with situation, with another people, words. We should not give our remote control to anyone. Otherwise, people are very happy to disturb us anytime. It's better we should know how we can keep our mind balanced. And if I would like to my mind balance, is any avalambana, is any adhara on whom I can keep my mind balanced? That's why I think Bhagavan is given this 10th verse. So he says in 10th verse, Mai chananya yogena bhaktirabhyavicharini vivikta desha sevitvam aratir janasamsad. Mai Vasudeva. Who am I? I am a Lord Vasudeva. I am the Krishna. In me, Ananya Yogena Bhaktihi. Mai Bhaktihi. You should have devotion. But in which manner? Ananya Yogena. Connection is yoga. Ananya means not considering me separate from you. Always Anya is other. But na Anya is called Ananya. So one who thinks I am not separate from Ishwar. In two ways, I always think we can have devotion towards Krishna. One way is, in my life, everything is Lord only. We don't consider I am separate from Ishwara or I am not separate. But in my life, everything, total surrender. Without even Gnanam also, total surrender is also one type of devotion. And second devotion is, we always consider I am not separate from Ishwara. Because we have some knowledge of Gita and we think, how can I separate from Ishwara? Everything is here is Ishwara. This is called Ananya Yoga. Pujya Swamiji used to explain very beautifully one aspect. There is a said, suppose Devadatta. So Devadatta, his Pita means father. Devadatta, we can say his wife. Devadatta has children. Devadatta has friends. Even Devadatta is some employee. So he has some employees. So Devadatta, when he's acting, when he's relating with father, at that time he is relating as a putra. So I am a son. I'm talking with my father. With talking with his wife, Devadatta is pati, means husband. While talking with their children, he becomes a father. With talking with their friend, he becomes a friend, mitra. And with talking with his employer, he becomes employee. So he has to behave differently with father, wife. So totally the personality will be changed. So if father will scold, Devadatta will absent. Means he is disturbed. Sometime, some normal fight with wife, Devadatta is again disturbed. Same where children they. So on and off, Devadatta can have not total dependent on father, wife, children, friend, anything. Because they have their own mood. But Devadatta should develop one more relationship with whom, so we can say, with Ishvara. And while developing relationship with Ishvara, the one more title is called Bhaktaha. Now, this Devadatta is Bhakta. So while interacting with father, Bhakta Devadatta is interacting. While interacting with wife, this Bhakta will remain Ananya, will won't change. Other all relationship will keep on changing. But this relation with Ishvara, even after this life, another life will come, this Bhakta, this devotion will continue. That's why Bhagavan says Ananya Yoge. You have to, maybe you can see Bhagavan as a father, mother, friend, whatever. But if we develop, then this relationship will continue all the way. In any relationship, this Bhakta Devadatta will not change. Only this personality will change with father as a putra, with wife as a husband, with a children. Bhakta is a father. Everything will change, but Bhakta won't change. This Bhakta will give the strength to Devadatta. For their strength, Bhagavan says, Ananya Yoga. You should have unflinching bhakti. Ananya Yogena Bhakti means devotion, unflinching. It should not change. Whatever we have developed relationship with Ishvara, it remains for the lifetime of Vyabhichari. Vyabhichari means changing. Nowadays, I have seen many people, somebody says, if you do japa of Hanumana, your work will be done. So Bhagavan will take care of whatever is remaining in your life. That work, remaining work will be done by Hanuman. That person has chanted Hanuman name and somehow it doesn't happen. Then he changes, he says, you have to chant Ganesha name. Then he changes to Ganesha. They say Ganesha's name also not working. Then Shiva, then he changed to Vishnu, he's changed to Rama, everything Krishna. This is called Vyabhichari. Keep on changing. We should have total trust. This is called Avyabhichari. Whatever you choose is not, it doesn't matter. Any name you can take, but then when you have chosen, then you total surrender. It unswerving devotion, unflinching, that we have to develop to maintain our healthy mental disposition. Otherwise, always is disturbed. This is called Ananya Yogena Avyabhicharini Bhakti in Ishvara. This is whole one value. And Bhagavan says, Vivikta Desha Sevitva. Vivikta, when there is no much more people, solitude place. Vivikta, where there are not much people, so we can sit, we can reflect, we can contemplate. That it is called Vivikta. In our house also, in our home also, we can find one room, we can find some corner. When we have kept our whole altar, we can sit. Even that is called Vivikta Desha, where there are less people. People won't disturb. Sevitvam. We should have that disposition of mind. We love to live in the solitude place. Desha is not country, but place. Otherwise, people are always around. We cannot think. That's why at that time, Gurukula Vasa is very much necessary. Even for 8 to 4 years, the student used to go Gurukul Vasa. And they have to strictly live in the Gurukul, then he can study properly. Nowadays, for Atma Gnana also, one has to go in Gurukul Vasa. Then no much responsibility, we can have enough time to reflect ourselves. Introspection, we should have good time. It is called Vivikta Desha Sevitvam. And Aratihi. Arati means Ratihi. Ratihi means longing. But Aratihi, one should have not any type of longing. with reference to group of people, Jana Samsadi. The Shankaracharya is even given the specific name. Samsad means group and Jana means people. We should not sit among the people who are always keep on gossiping. He has given. With them, we should not sit. But there are the people, we say satsanga. There are a group of people, they are gathered for satsanga, then it's okay. But in generally, this gossiping people, arati, we should not have longing. Nowadays, I have found in Gujarati, there is a one news channel, Devya Bhaskar. They say today's gossip. Then they represent all news as a gossiping. So this person is done with this. We should avoid. Why we should entertain our mind like this? These all are also called jnanam in Bhagavan's eye. Now Bhagavan has explained Mai Chananya Yoge. So Mai, the meaning of Mai, Bhagavan says, who is Mai? Ishwar. I am the Lord. Ananya Yogena. He says, Apruthak Samadhina. Apruthak means consider oneself is not separate. And Samadhina means with total mind. Yes, Samadhi is not sitting in Samadhi. But Samadhi means totally focus. It's called Samadhi. Totally we are focused in the thinking, I am not separate from Ishvara. This is called Apruthak Samadhi. And where, so he says, Na anyaha bhagavataha vasudeva. I am not separate, anyaha, I am not other than Bhagavataha vasudeva. Because he is all pervading. Being all pervading, how can I separate from Ishvara? So, na anyaha bhagavataha vasudeva. That from Bhagavan Vasudeva, I am not separate. Paraha asti. I am always with whom only. Ataha, for that reason, saha eva nahagati. Saha means saha Ishvaraha eva, indeed. Naha means asmakam. Gatihi means ultimate end. Ishvara is only my ultimate end. Totally, I am surrendered to Ishvara, whatever happens. But here, that's why I'm telling, there are the people without apruthak samadhina also, they can consider I'm totally surrendered. There are many people are. Then Bhagavan will give the gnanam. Okay, you are not separate from me. But there are the people, you are very innocent. But still, they can. So in I think Ramayana, when Rama was in 14 Vanvasa, 14 years, at that time there is the one Rishi, is called Sharabhanga. The name of Rishi is Sharabhanga. He was totally devotee of Lord Krishna, Lord Rama. Sorry. He is totally devotee of Lord Rama and always contemplating Ishvara in his heart. So Rama is sitting by my heart. And when Lord Rama himself has gone to his kutia, but he was not open his eye because he is thinking Rama is sitting in my heart. So Rama says, how to make this his eye open? So Rama, what Lord Rama has done? He has disappeared from his heart. And he was totally, undisturbed and very slow. And when he's open, then Bhagavan was sitting in front of him. This much devotion is called Ananya. Then Saha Eva Nahagatihi. You are my ultimate end. There is no other goal in my life. It's called Saha Eva. Saha Ishvara. Naha means Asmakam, for us. Gatihi. You are my ultimate end. This is called Ananya Yoga. Iti, in this way, Evam Nishchita Avyabhicharini Buddhi is called Ananya Yoga. In this way, a certain buddhi, our thinking, avyabhicharini, which is never unserving, unflinching, that our thinking is called Ananya Yoga. With this only, with this buddhi, Bhagavan says, bhajanam. One, we have to do bhajanam. Here the bhajanam doesn't mean we have to do all the time Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. But meaning of bhajana means to think of Ishvara. We can remember Ishvara by japa also. We can remember Ishvara even by dhyana also. We can remember Ishvara through even kirtana also. Even we can remember Bhagwan through katha also. Everything are called bhajan. In our Gujarati people, my bhajana means with, we do only, it is not bhajana, but everything we consider, we should not consider ourselves separate from Ishvara. In whichever way we are connected, this is called bhajana. This is called ananya yoga. And what is the meaning of avyabhicharini? So Shankaracharya says, na vyabhicharana shila, which is never swear away. Whatever we have think, it is called avyabhichari. We have said, no, there are 4 types of purushartha, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. But this all line, these all values are people for whom gati is only Ishvara. Moksha. Moksha is to knowing Ishvara is also moksha. To know oneself is also moksha. Either we know Ishvara, who is Ishvara. For such people, this type of bhakti is given. I was reading right nowadays, Bhagavatam. So in Bhagavatam, Naradji, we know the Narada. Narada's Purva Janma story has come. His Narada has talked himself what was in previous verse. So he said he was a Dasi Putra. Narada, before his birth, he was a Dasi Putra. And this Dasi means servant, that maid, has to serve only Brahmanas. They are living in Brahmanas Kolangi. What you call in Tamil? Abhyang, what you call?
Agraharam.
Agrahar. So she was serving all the people who are living in Agrahar. And she used to take her son also along with her whenever she used to go for seva. So this son used to sit with Brahmanas. They are doing puja. So this Brahmana have found this son is very, he is only 5 years. Narada says, I was only 5 years, but he was very quiet. He never was mischievous. Only one place he keep on sitting, are noticed by Brahmanas. They have slowly started to teach them how to do japa, how to meditate, even how to perform some yagas. Everything they taught to this 5 years old child. And Narada says, I learned everything. Because Purva Janma also. And after 1 or 2 years, she says, my mother was very abhishwangaha with me. He said, my mother was very attached because only 5 years, no? And somehow snake bites her and she died. So at the age of 6 or 7, Narada, he doesn't have father. He was orphan. So he says, I don't know what to do. He just started moving towards the north. He keep on moving the north. He keep on moving. After some time, he found one good forest, beautiful place. He took bath and he sat for meditation. In meditation, he saw Krishna is sitting in his heart. He says, I have seen and I am very much happy. And suddenly he disappeared. And I was so depressed when Bhagavan has gone. And I start, loudly, where are you? Where are you? Then he says, one noise, one bhavish, or it's some akasha, one sound has come. In this birth, you are not able, because you are very small also, but you cannot keep Ishvara in your heart. But from next birth, you will keep Ishvara in your heart. So he says, after some time, this dissolution takes place. whole dissolution of whole Jagat. And I have gone in unmanifest condition along with Brahmaji. In next kalpa, when whole Jagat has started, I come out from Brahmaji. That's why Naradji is considered as a Manasa Putra. I have come out from Brahmaji, and at that time, I remember everything of my past life, what I have done. And then Brahmaji has blessed me. You have done everything. Now you have, passport. Everywhere you can move from Triloka Gam. But Narada has gained before his previous birth. This whole story, this is called Avyabhichari. Even whole Kalpa has gone, and he is now, we know Narada is the best in bhakti. Is Avyabhichari. He says, I never come out from the devotion of, you should stay in my heart only. So Bhagavan says, I will stay, but from next. So this Narada's life is nothing, but is the example of Avyabhicharini bhakti. Vivikta Desha Sevitva. Even Bhagavan says, Sacha Gnana. Everywhere Shankaraji starts. This Avyabhicharini bhakti is also considered as a jnana, means of knowledge. With the bhakti, we can achieve everything. Then Vivikta Desha Sevitvam. Viviktah Swabhavatah Sanskarena Va Ashutyadibihi Sarpadibihi Rahitah. So he has given the definition of Vivikta. Vivikta means solitude, ekantah, naturally, swabhavatah, naturally, sanskarena, ashutyadibihi. If this is a dirty place, but we have made it clean. Ashutyadihi means it is a dirty, but sanskarena means we have made it clean. And ashutyadi because of what? So they say maybe sarpa may be living vyagraha, because we are not living in the city. This person has to go somewhere inside the forest. That's why there should be no snake, there should be no any tiger or lion. This considered as the ashuchi. In the presence of this, we cannot sit in contemplation. That's why sanskar, we should avoid this. Rahitaha, should be absence of this all. Is called vivikta. And which type of we consider? This is aranya, nadi, pulina, devagruha, adibihi. Aranya means a forest. Nadi, we can say, is the river. Pulina, some pond, small pond. Devagruha, some temple. Adi, we can create anything. Are called Vivikta Desh, where there are not much people. We can sit there, we can contemplate. It's called Vivikta Desha. But detail, we'll see tomorrow. Any question? No. Vivikta Desha. So shall we do Purnamada? Om Purnamada Purnamida
Purna
Purnam
Gacchate
Purnasya
Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate.
Om Shanti Shanti
Shanti
Hari
Om
Shri Guru
Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.